If you're watching this, you probably already know Gmail isn't private, but here's what most people don't realize. Switching to a secure email provider isn't as straightforward as it sounds, and Proton Mail might not be the obvious winner. Yes, Gmail monetizes your data. Yes, Proton Mail offers end-to-end encryption. But there's more to this story, especially if you're in a situation where features, usability, and ecosystem integration matter just as much as privacy. That's why in this video, we're comparing Proton Mail versus Gmail across 4 key areas that matter: privacy and security, features and usability, pricing, and business tools. And somewhere in the middle of all that, we'll uncover something that may change how you see Gmail forever. Stick around to see which one actually respects your data and which one may be quietly profiting from it. Let us know in the comments. Are you team privacy or team convenience? And before we get started, if you're thinking about trying Proton Mail or even sticking with Gmail, I've dropped links in the description where you can check them out for some good discounts. So first up, we've got the heavyweight champ, the household name, the inbox everybody and their grandma uses, Gmail. Gmail is everywhere. Gmail is ubiquitous. It boasts over 2.5 billion active users worldwide. It's basically the internet's default email engine. Gmail is made by Google, aka the internet's overachiever, and it's tightly woven into everything Google does. Your YouTube, your Google Docs, your Drive, your calendar, it's all one big happy data sharing family. While Gmail is totally free to use, it's not exactly free in the no strings attached sense. That's because Google's business isn't email, it's data. So when you use Gmail, you're technically part of the product lineup. Now, stepping into the ring from the neutral lands of Switzerland, Proton Mail. This one is a privacy-first underdog built by scientists from CERN. Yeah, the same people who smash atoms together decided your emails deserve quantum-level protection. Proton Mail launched in 2014 with one mission: to give people back control over their data, and they weren't playing around. So look, we're not just talking about 2 different email services here, we're talking about 2 completely different philosophies. It's like Gmail is the high-tech smart home, packed with smart tools and convenience. Proton Mail is more like an off-grid cabin in the woods, private but still modern and polished. All right, let's get into the juicy part: privacy and security. Let's start with Gmail. Now, Google says they stopped scanning your inbox for ads back in 2017, which, hey, progress. But they still analyze your email content for things like smart reply, spam filtering, and security features. It's kind of like they're not reading your diary anymore, but they do skim the titles and leave sticky notes. And while Gmail uses encryption in transit and at rest, Google holds the keys. That means if they ever needed or were forced to peek inside, they could. Also, being a US-based company, they're under American jurisdiction, which means they're subject to data requests from government agencies, Patriot Act, FISA, all that good stuff. Now let's flip over to Proton Mail. They're based in Switzerland, and if there's one thing the Swiss are known for besides chocolate and nicely over-engineered watches, it's privacy laws that put most countries to shame. Emails sent between Proton users are end-to-end encrypted by default. That means your messages are scrambled on your device and can only be decrypted by the person you sent them to. Not even Proton's engineers can read them because they literally don't have the keys to do so. And it gets better. Proton has something called zero access architecture. That's fancy talk for not even we can see your stuff. Also, no tracking pixels, no hidden image loading, and they even proxy images so marketers can't see if you opened the email. Gmail, not so much. So if you're here for privacy, I think, yeah, it's pretty clear who takes this round. Gmail has improved over the years, but Proton Mail was built for privacy from the ground up. All right, we've talked privacy, but let's face it, if the tools don't feel good to use, you're not going to stick around. So who nails the day-to-day experience? Gmail or Proton Mail? Let's start with Gmail. Say what you want about big tech, but Google knows how to build slick, smart tools. Gmail is packed with features: Smart Compose that finishes your sentences like a mind reader, powerful search that can find that email from 2016, and a super responsive interface that feels buttery smooth. Plus, it's part of the Google ecosystem. Got a Google Calendar invite? Boom, it shows up in Gmail. Need to jump on a Google Meet? It's one click away. Everything's interconnected. It's like an email Swiss Army knife, but made in California. Now, Proton Mail has come a long way. The interface is clean, fast, and honestly super pleasant. You won't find Smart Compose or fancy AI fluff, but what you do get is clarity. No distractions, no tabs trying to guess if your newsletter is promotions or social. Just email, straight up. Proton's got some powerful tools too. Encrypted calendar? Check. Proton Drive for secure storage? Yup. And let's not forget Proton VPN and Proton Pass if you're going all in on the privacy lifestyle. One thing Proton does really well is a feature where you can send encrypted emails to anyone, even if they're not using Proton. Just add a password, and boom, they get a private message behind a secure link. Gmail? Not so easy. Unless you're using a paid enterprise plan and enabling some experimental settings. Good luck sending end-to-end encrypted messages outside your Google bubble. But if we're being honest, and you know we are, Gmail walks away with this one. It's faster, smarter, and built for people who want everything connected in one place. If you're all about efficiency and doing more with less effort, it's the obvious choice. All right, let's talk money. Or more accurately, the lack thereof. Because both Gmail and Proton Mail claim to be free, but the way they handle that word couldn't be more different. Yes, Gmail is technically free. You sign up, you get 15 gigabytes of storage shared across Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Photos. You don't pay a cent. But remember, you're paying with your data. It's the old saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. And if you want more space, Google One plans start around $2 a month for 100 gigabytes. Pretty affordable. For businesses using Google Workspace, plans start at about $6 to $12 per user per month. That includes email, Drive, Calendar, and all the other tools you'd expect. Now, Proton Mail takes a different approach. Their free plan gives you 1 gigabyte of storage, a single email address, and 150 messages per day. It's a decent start, especially for light users or people testing the privacy waters. But if you want aliases, more folders, custom domains, or more storage, you'll need to upgrade. Their Mail Plus plan runs about $4 a month, and Proton Unlimited, with access to Drive, VPN, Calendar, and 500 gigabytes of encrypted storage, is around $10 a month. You can also save big on your Proton Mail purchase by using the special link we have in the description. You're not paying with your data, you're paying with your wallet. And that's kind of the point. Proton is fully user-funded, no ads, no tracking, just subscription revenue. If your main priority is stretching that free plan to its limit, Gmail definitely gives you more out of the box. But here's the thing, Proton Mail's model is all about transparency. You know exactly what you're paying for, and more importantly, why you're paying. So yeah, Gmail might be cheaper up front, but Proton Mail offers transparent value that supports real privacy. If that matters to you, the choice is clearly Proton. All right, we've covered the basics, but what if you're running a business, managing a team, or just want to use your own domain name instead of that old school Gmail handle? This round is for the professionals. Gmail via Google Workspace makes setting up a custom domain pretty painless. You also get access to Gmail's full feature set, Google Docs, Sheets, Meet, Calendar, the whole package. It's like renting a whole office suite in the cloud. Plans start at about $6 per user per month, and yes, it's a lot of power in one ecosystem. You want email routing, team management, shared calendars? All there. And while your emails are stored on Google's servers, Google's enterprise-level tools are hard to beat for convenience. Now, Proton Mail also supports custom domains, and their business plans come baked with all their privacy-first features. You can assign multiple users, manage teams, and even route emails securely across departments. The difference? Everything is encrypted. Proton's architecture means your team's emails stay secure even internally, and with their Swiss jurisdiction, your business data is shielded from aggressive data requests. So here's the bottom line. Gmail might offer tight integration and convenience, but when it comes to business-grade privacy, Proton Mail wins hands down. Proton Mail gives you encrypted team communication, custom domains, and full administrative control without compromising your company's data. Professions where confidentiality matters, law, media, activism, or even just client trust. Proton Mail is the smarter, safer bet. So there we go, Gmail and Proton Mail. Two email powerhouses with very different priorities. Gmail is still the king of convenience. It's smart, fast, deeply integrated, and yes, mostly free. But you give up something for all that, your data. Maybe not in the spooky, we're watching you kind of way, but in the sense that your inbox is still a cog in Google's larger ad machine. If privacy and security are your absolute priority, Proton Mail takes the cake. It's designed so that only you hold your data. You give up some convenience and storage, but gain confidence that nobody's mining your emails. I'm personally a big fan of what Proton stands for. I like knowing my data stays mined, so if you need rock-solid privacy, Proton's still the pick. Let me know in the comments where you stand. Team Gmail, Team Proton, or maybe even a different email provider. Next, check out this video about the best email providers or this video on the best cloud storage services.